Hello, Mike.
Hi, Bernhard. How long have you been friends with Gary Player for? And did you ever play competitive round against him back in the day?
Sorry, could you say that again?
How long have you been friends with Gary Player for?
Oh,
And did you ever play competitive round against him back in the day?
oh yeah, we've been friends, I think, since 1978, so very long time. Played a practice round with him at, I think it was Royal Birkdale during the British Open, and was fascinated immediately by him as, you know, the personality he is, and how much he has won and how he played the game, and immediately liked him, and he became my golfing idol. So ever since, you know, we played several practice rounds at the Masters. We competed against each other at several tournaments, and you know, it's phenomenal when you look at him. Even yesterday, I was on the same flight as him, and he's 86 years old, and how the way he looks, the way he is with it, you know, at that age is just fantastic and a great role model for anybody.
You shot a 64 on your 64th birthday this summer. Is that right up there with the best birthday presents you've ever given yourself?
I would think so, yeah, certainly by myself. It's pretty neat to shoot that kind of score on the day, you know, you were born. And it was actually one of my goals the last 2 or 3 years to shoot my age. And I came within one shot 2 or 3 times, but never quite got there. And then it happened exactly on my birthday. It's pretty cool.
Whenever a player is fresh to the Champions Tour, they tend to taste success off the bat. I mean, Zurich's doing well now, but you've been hoisting trophies on the circuit for almost 15 years. What keeps the fire in your belly going at this stage in your career?
You know, I just love the game, and I love to compete, and I'm fairly decent at it. I love the camaraderie we have out here on the tour, and the friendships I've made. And I, you know, can pace myself now. The Champions Tour has 27 tournaments and 26 in a year, so you get a few weeks off in between, which is nice, which we need at our age. And it's really a fantastic tour to be a part of, and it doesn't hurt to play well.
Sophia Popov said that you're the player she's most looking forward to meeting today. What do you think of her career so far? She's a fellow German, so she's a countrywoman.
Yeah, I don't know her very well, but I followed her career, especially last sort of year and a half a bit, since she won the Women's Open Championship. And what a story, you know, if I'm correct, she was close to giving up the game and was encouraged by somebody close to her to keep trying. And then she wins the Open Championship, and now she's, you know, exempt on the LPGA Tour, and she's successful, and what a turnaround. I mean, it's a Cinderella story, and I certainly look forward to meeting her and asking her a few questions and getting to know her a little bit.
You've won a record 11 Champions Tour majors. That's 2 more than Gary and 3 more than Jack. Do you forecast you'll add a couple more to your tally?
I would love to do that, but I don't know the future, so I'll be trying for a few more years, and we'll see what happens. It's not going to get easier as the younger guys come out. They hit it further than I do, but we all know it takes more than lengths to win golf tournaments. So hopefully I'll be in contention on a few more, and maybe get another one under my belt.
Fantastic. Most 64-year-old athletes don't have new sponsors batting down their door, but you just signed a new multi-year deal with US LBM this past July. How does it feel to know you're still in high demand at this stage in your career?
Yeah, it feels fantastic. It feels great. And, you know, I'm still fairly visible on TV quite a bit. When you're in contention, they obviously show you on TV, and there's still a high demand. And yeah, it's exciting to see that companies are still interested in me. And then on top of that, I've matured, I've aged, so I think I know what they're looking for, and I can give back. I can talk to the CEOs, you know, much better than a 20-year-old could, I suppose, because I've been around, I've had my own businesses, and understand a little more of what's going on in their lives. So we have more in common, and it's a whole lot easier, and I enjoy it.
How come you seem to drink from the fountain of youth at Augusta every year? I mean, you finished higher than Bryson DeChambeau in 2020.
Well, that's, you know, it's a very long golf course for me now. Don't don't think otherwise. You know, it's 7,500 yards into the grain, and I'm hitting 2 and 3 hybrids. So when the young guys are hitting 9 irons and 8 irons, so it makes it very difficult and challenging. But I love the challenge. I particularly like that golf course. I've played it hundreds of times, and I think I know how to play it and how to get around it. But it's not getting easier as I get shorter, and these young guys coming out, they're all hit it over 300 yards.
Last question. Do you think advances in health and fitness, with advances in health and fitness, young PGA Tour players getting their card now will have longer golf careers than any generation that preceded them? So
I believe that. Yeah, I absolutely believe in that. I think we're going to have better athletes coming out in the future. You know, even kids that are very gifted and talented. In the past, they might have, tended to go towards American football or basketball or baseball. We're going to get some of those best athletes to go into golf, I think. And the average guy is going to be taller, stronger. They're going to have probably better nutrition, going to be fitter, take care of themselves better, and which will give them longevity. We see it in Gary Player. Again, he was, one of the guys that really took it to a different level a long time ago when most people didn't even think it played a big part. And we can see it now, the way he can still play at a very high level in his 80s.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Bernhard. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
All righty.